You've started going to the gym, got through your workouts, nailed your nutrition down, took your bicep selfies, and now you're wondering, what do I focus on next? If you've been searching for fitness stuff the past few weeks, your internet ads probably beat you to it. That is the lingering thought of taking supplements. This can be an overwhelming proposition to consider, especially after listening to that one friend that's really into supplements. So I take this one in the morning, this one after I brush my teeth, and this one before I have my first meal, this one after my 9th meal, this one before bed, and this one's after my poo-poo. To be completely upfront, if you're a beginner that's only been training for a few weeks or months, then don't let the ads fool you. You do not need 18 different black plastic jars to get in shape. The things that matter most are that you're training consistently, prioritizing healthy whole foods into your diet, getting enough protein, and getting enough sleep. These fundamentals go a long way. That being said, there are areas where it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of help from supplements, areas where even the best nutrition might struggle. The tricky part for beginners would be knowing which one would be worth taking first. Now, I do recommend you get opinions from multiple expert sources, not just from me, even though I'm a bit of an expert myself, because answers to this question will vary. But honestly, in my opinion, it really only revolves around 3 options: protein powder, creatine, and caffeine. Nothing else has more of an impact than these 3, and anyone pushing something else before these 3 probably have a financial interest in doing so. Not saying that's always the case, but be careful.
But Mr. Picturefit, what about Turkesque?
Now, if I were to only choose one supplement to recommend, and only under the hypothetical scenario of me not having any information on you, because if I did, the answer might change, then my one recommendation would be creatine. The reasons why are simple. First things first, creatine is one of the most researched supplements in the world and has been found to be overall safe and effective. Creatine can also be found in foods, notably meats, but often not in large enough quantities to fully saturate the muscles with creatine. That's where supplementation steps in. And when you supplement creatine, it has consistently shown to improve overall strength and power output, thus improving your overall training quality, and in turn, help you build muscle. There's also data showcasing potential mental improvements, reducing mental fatigue, and maybe even improving working memory. It is again relatively safe, although I'd be a bit cautious if you have underlying kidney issues. Talk to your doctor. Outside of that, the only issues you might have is a bit of water bloating, or you being the rare exception where creatine supplementation does not provide any performance benefits. Overall, it's a good supplement for fitness and health, and considering how inexpensive it is, especially the most effective form of creatine, creatine monohydrate, it really is quite a no-brainer first supplement to take. I do have a few other videos on creatine that you might want to check out, like how to take it and talks of potential hair loss. Links will be in the description.
But Mr. Picturefit, what about get your protein?
Like I said, if I had no information to go on, then I'll choose creatine. However, if you struggle with getting enough protein, then set that little creatine jar on the side and make way for our big buddy protein powder. Now we're talking about big picture, not just slight improvements in strength and power output with creatine, but giving your body enough macronutrients to be able to actually take advantage of all the hard work you did in your training. You need protein to build muscle, to recover, to reach your calorie goals, and much more. But that's again assuming that the food you're eating now does not provide enough protein, which should be, at least in my opinion, 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or about 0.8 grams of protein per pound. I do have a video as to why it should be that much, or even more actually, which also will be linked in the description. I'll even have a few links about what type of protein powder you might want to take. But there you go. That's my take on choosing your first supplement. Creatine for those that have most of their nutrition figured out, and protein powder for all of us that can use a bit of help to get closer to that protein recommendation. I hope this video helped, and if you have a different opinion on the first supplement to take, feel free to tell me how wrong I am in the comments. Otherwise, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and share it with your supplement-loving friends. Subscribe for more. As always, don't forget to get your protein.